Have you ever felt that you don't quite belong in this world, as if your soul carried a greater purpose, but without an instruction manual? If you've been experiencing profound changes lately, noticing signs that seem to call you to something beyond this is no coincidence. The 4,000 chosen ones are awakening, and the first wave of ascension has already begun. But why do only a few feel this transformation? What differentiates those who are ready for this spiritual leap? Today, we will reveal the mysteries of this journey, the unmistakable signs of awakening, and the true role of those who have come to guide humanity. If this message resonates with you, keep watching because it could change everything you understand about your existence. Chapter 1. The first wave of ascension has begun. Are you among the 4,000? The world around us is undergoing a silent but overwhelming transformation. For many, reality remains the same, but for those who already feel the change, everything seems to be unfolding in a completely different way. There is a call vibrating in the subtlest layers of existence, a call that only a few can hear. These are the 4,000 chosen souls who accepted a mission long before they incarnated. If you feel that your life has never fit into common patterns, if you perceive a growing disconnection with the old reality and an irresistible need to change, perhaps you are one of them. Since time immemorial, sacred texts and ancient prophecies have spoken about a special group of beings who would incarnate on Earth at a crucial time to help with the planetary transition. But this mission is not just a mystical tale or a metaphor. It is real, and it is already underway. The first wave of ascension is happening now, and the 4,000 are being called to awaken and fulfill their role. However, this journey is not for everyone. Many are still asleep, trapped in the illusion of the matrix, unaware that their consciousness is being activated. Ascension is not an escape from the physical world, nor is it a mystical event where enlightened beings simply disappear into a new reality. It is an internal process, an expansion of consciousness that completely changes the way you perceive existence. It is a profound transformation that affects body, mind, and spirit, challenging all established beliefs and patterns. And this change doesn't come without symptoms. Has your body already begun to feel the effects of ascension? If so, you may already be in the first wave and not even realize it. Chapter 2. Signs of Ascension. How do you know if you're already part of the first wave? If you are part of the 4,000, your body, your energy, and your perception of reality have already begun to change. And this change is not subtle. On the contrary, it's intense, often uncomfortable, and can even make you doubt your own sanity. One of the first signs that ascension has begun is the change in your body's vibrational frequency. You may be experiencing strange symptoms such as insomnia, or the habit of waking up repeatedly between 3 and 5 a.m. when the planet's energy is at its highest. Tingling in the hands, feet, or third eye area, sudden waves of heat or chills with no apparent explanation are also common. In addition, many people report feeling muscle pain, tension in the neck and back, as if they were carrying an invisible weight. Their appetite may have changed, their thirst may have increased, and certain foods may seem incompatible with their current energy. And most disconcerting of all, doctors may not find any logical explanation for these symptoms. But the signs are not just physical. Your energetic sensitivity is in full swing. You perceive other people's emotions much more clearly, feel your surroundings differently, and can even pick up invisible energies. Busy places like shopping malls or public transportation make you exhausted. Artificial lights and loud sounds become unbearable, and your dreams become intense, vivid, and even prophetic. Numerical sequences like 1111, 2222, or 144 begin to appear repeatedly, like signs from the universe trying to communicate with you. And perhaps one of the most striking signs is the feeling of not belonging. The people around you seem stuck in a cycle of repetition, while you feel like you're heading in another direction. Superficial conversations no longer make sense, old relationships begin to disappear, and a strong desire for solitude arises. This is not loneliness, but a call to look inwards to understand what is really going on with your soul. If you've been feeling all this, know that you're not alone. The 14,000 are awakening together, even if they haven't yet met physically. But the question remains, what is the true role of the chosen ones in the transformation of the Earth? If you've made it this far, you may be closer to the answer than you think. Chapter 3. The role of the 14,000 in planetary ascension. The 14,000 are not here by chance. They carry within them a mission that goes beyond common understanding. Even before they were born, their souls were prepared for this moment, trained to sustain a frequency that would help Earth transition into a new era. Now, as the planet's vibration rises, this mission is beginning to awaken within them. But what exactly do these chosen ones need to do? What makes them so essential to this change? The answer lies in the energy that each of them carries. They are not just ordinary individuals living their lives, but true antennas of light living portals that anchor the new vibrational frequency on Earth. The mere fact that they exist already makes a difference, because their presence alters the energy around them, accelerating the awakening of those who are still asleep. As well as anchoring this new frequency, the 14,000 also play an active role in transforming humanity. Many naturally end up taking on roles as spiritual guides, healers, teachers, leaders, or messengers of the new age. Others may not identify directly with these roles, but they still inspire change simply by being who they are. Just observe how some people are inexplicably drawn to you seeking advice, venting or wanting to learn without knowing exactly why. Your energy speaks even before your words. If you're part of this group, you've probably noticed that your presence has an impact on the environment. Wherever you are, your vibration changes the energy field around you. But this mission also brings challenges. Many of the 14,000 spent years trying to fit in, fighting a persistent feeling that they were different. Society has taught them to ignore their gifts, suppress their perceptions, and follow a path that doesn't resonate with their essence. But now, there's no escaping it. If this message resonates with you, share in the comments if you have already felt this transformation in your life. How has your awakening been? Do you also notice this change in your energy and in the people around you? Your experience can help others who are still trying to understand this call. Chapter 4. Awakening is not for everyone. The difficult journey of the chosen ones. Not all 14,000 awaken at the same time, and not everyone can handle this transition. For some, the call is clear and inevitable. For others, internal resistance is still strong. The fear of judgment, the feeling of not belonging, and the difficulty in accepting their true mission mean that many try to ignore the signs, clinging to a life that no longer makes sense. The journey of a chosen one is not easy. It requires renunciation, transformation, and the courage to let go of everything that is no longer aligned with your frequency. This means that at some point, old relationships will no longer make sense. Jobs will seem empty, and even worldviews will change drastically. This transition can be painful as it requires deconstructing the old self, so that the true self can emerge. And when this happens, external resistance also manifests itself. People around you may not understand your changes, they may shy away or even criticize your new choices. It's a lonely process, because those who haven't yet awakened can't see reality as it is. The Matrix will always try to maintain control over those who begin to see beyond the illusion, and this can manifest in various ways: emotional challenges, distractions, unexpected conflicts, and even spiritual tests. But this resistance should not be seen as an obstacle, but rather as a sign that transformation is taking place. The stronger the pressure, the greater the certainty that the path is correct. Those who persist, who face their shadows and accept their true purpose, become lights in the darkness, guiding others along the same path. The question that remains is, are you ready to take up this calling? Time is speeding up, and the 14,000 need to be prepared for what comes next. Chapter 5. The challenges facing the 14,000. The 14,000 not only awaken to their mission, but face obstacles that test their strength, resilience, and commitment to the divine purpose. One of the first challenges is the feeling of isolation. From an early age, many feel that they don't belong in this world. Their minds work differently, their values don't fit society's standards, and their connection with others can seem superficial. This isolation can generate a feeling of deep sadness, an inexplicable longing for a home they don't know where it is. This is because, in fact, they are not like everyone else. Their souls once existed in higher dimensions, and the density of Earth can be hard to bear. This feeling of being out of place is a clear sign that there is something bigger in store for them. Another major challenge is extreme sensitivity. The 14,000 absorb the energies around them, feel other people's emotions as if they were their own, and perceive vibrations that most people ignore. Crowded environments and even negative news can drain them emotionally and physically. This hypersensitivity can be a burden, leading to exhaustion and physical symptoms that traditional medicine cannot explain. Resistance to the call is also a major obstacle. Many of the 14,000 spend years or even decades running away from their mission, trying to fit into a life that wasn't meant for them. This manifests itself as a constant emptiness, an endless search for something that never seems to be found. But at some point, life pushes them to awaken. This moment is often marked by intense crises, losses, and unexpected changes, forcing them to look inwards and recognize who they really are. And then fear arises. Fear of taking on their mission, fear of judgment, fear of the responsibility it carries. After all, accepting this role means leaving your comfort zone, challenging systems, questioning beliefs, and facing external resistance. But the truth is that there is no longer any choice. Time is accelerating, and those who have been called must be ready. Chapter 6. The Path to Ascension. What to do now? For the 14,000, keeping the vibration high is not just a choice, but a necessity. The world is still full of dense energies, fear, control, and illusion. To fulfill their mission, the chosen ones need to become points of light in the midst of darkness, and this requires constant alignment between mind, body, and spirit. The first step is to take care of one's energy. The 14,000 have a different vibration, more subtle and intense, which is why they need protection. Crowded places, negative people, alarming news, all this can sap your life force. Energy cleansing should be part of the routine, whether through herbal baths, meditation, prayer, or contact with nature. Food also plays a crucial role. The lighter and more natural the food, the easier it is to maintain a high frequency. Many realize that over time, certain types of food no longer make sense, while others nourish not only the body, but also the soul. Another essential pillar is spiritual connection. The 14,000 are not alone, they never have been. Spirit guides, mentors, and even star brothers are constantly sending signals and directions, but to receive them, you have to be receptive, learning. To listen to intuition, interpret synchronicities, and trust the signs of the universe is fundamental on this journey. And perhaps the most important step is to find and fulfill your soul purpose. Each of the 14,000 has a specific mission within the great planetary transition. Some are healers, others communicators, teachers, spiritual leaders, or artists who transmit the new energy through their creation. What matters is not the format, but the essence of what they do. But how do you discover that purpose? The answer lies within everyone. What makes your soul vibrate? What awakens your passion? What seems to have been calling out to you for years, but has perhaps been ignored? Often the mission is already present in the little things of everyday life, waiting to be recognized. If you feel you are part of this group, share in the comments what has been most challenging for you on this journey. Your experience can help others who are going through the same process, and together we can strengthen this connection between the awakened. Chapter 7. The final mission of the 14,000 and the transformation of the earth. When the 14,000 finally awaken and take up their mission, the vibration of the earth begins to change. This transformation is not visible to the ordinary eye, but it is felt in the energy, in the collective consciousness, and in the small signs of everyday life. The chosen ones begin to remember who they really are, recognize their abilities, and align their lives with the purpose for which they came. However, this awakening doesn't happen all at once and isn't always easy. The first symptom of the transition is a break with the old reality. Everything that used to make sense starts to fall apart. Relationships, jobs, beliefs, and routines that no longer resonate simply stop working. This phase can be painful as the ego resists change, trying to hold on to what is no longer part of the new path. But for the 14,4000, this is an inevitable phase. The matrix can no longer hold back those who see beyond the illusion. Time seems to speed up, synchronicities become more frequent, and dreams bring clearer messages. Some people experience spiritual gifts awakening abruptly, clairvoyance, telepathy, energy healing, and astral projection. Others perceive subtle changes, such as a stronger connection with nature, a heightened sensitivity to energies, or an intuition that is impossible to ignore. And with awakening also comes responsibility. The 14,4000 have a fundamental role to pave the way for those who are still asleep. This means that many will be tested. Not everyone will understand their transformation. Friends and family may question, disbelieve, and even ridicule. This is because the light of the awakened disturbs those who are still trapped in illusion. The energy of the chosen ones acts like a mirror, forcing others to see their own shadows, and not everyone is ready for that. This is why spiritual protection becomes essential. The more the awakening intensifies, the more attacks can arise, be they energetic, emotional, or even distractions that try to divert them from the mission. The matrix will try to keep them trapped, but they need to be firm. Staying aligned, avoiding low vibrations, and not falling into emotional traps are fundamental steps. The war isn't physical, it's spiritual. Chapter 8. The Gathering of the Chosen and the Impact on the New Reality. As the 14,4000 move forward on their journey, something extraordinary begins to happen. They start to recognize each other. Even though they have never seen each other before, they feel that there is an inexplicable connection between them. The reunion with souls who seem familiar is no coincidence. They have always been a single force spread across the world, and now they are coming together again to fulfill what was promised millennia ago. The great purpose behind this mission is the transformation of the Earth. The 14,4000 have not only come to evolve spiritually, but to help humanity ascend to a new frequency where love, peace, and truth prevail. They are the pillars of the new Earth, those who will dispel the shadows of the old reality and pave the way for a new world. But this process requires patience, courage, and resilience. Humanity's ascension doesn't happen all at once. The transition is gradual and depends on each individual's connection with their own divine essence. The 14,4000 are not here to force change, but to be the change to demonstrate through their actions, words, and energy what it means to live at a higher vibration. Over time, more and more people begin to realize that they are also part of this movement. Ascension ceases to be an abstract concept and becomes a reality. What was once seen as impossible, a society based on balance, harmony, and love, is beginning to materialize. The challenge now is to maintain this frequency and remain steadfast in your missions. The 14,4000 are only at the beginning of their journey, and what comes next will be even more transformative. But one thing is certain, the awakening has begun, and nothing can stop it. If this message resonated with you, share your experience and what you've been feeling in this ascension process in the comments. Your journey could be the key to inspiring others to awaken. The 14,4000 are awakening, and Earth's transition has begun. If you feel this call, know that your journey has a greater purpose than you realize. Every step you take towards your ascension helps shape the new reality that is forming. But now we want to know, have you noticed the signs of this awakening? Share your experience and connection with this process in the comments. And if this video resonated with you, like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications to continue this journey with us. The first wave is on the move, and you're part of it.